Well, just when we would like to be carefree again, the pandemic is weighing on our thoughts. Recently, 15% of people who were surveyed said they're likely to purchase life insurance due to the impact of COVID-19. You know, maybe this is the reminder this time that we shouldn't snooze. Stats say that almost half of us have put off getting coverage that we know we need, and more than half of us think that a life insurance policy is going to cost 3 times as much as it really does. And women, I want you in particular to listen up because you are way less likely to have coverage than men. I know that's not fun stuff to think about, but it might be very important for you and your family to consider. And now is a good time because during the worst of the health crisis, many insurers restricted new policies, like not offering them to the oldest applicants and changing which underlying conditions they would accept. Also delaying approval if you had traveled internationally or been exposed to someone who had COVID. Well, the majority of insurers have now lifted those special restrictions, and you know, maybe the insurance companies missed all of us because lifequotes.com reports that life insurance rates have now fallen to an all-time low. So if you still need to get it done, do it, and even if you have life insurance, many who have policies are considered underinsured, so maybe you need more. I have some guidelines and extra info and ways to shop at Jason Wheeler TV on Facebook and Twitter, and I promise after we get this done, we'll think about relaxing stuff again. You know what's on my mind. It's really not vacation. I'm thinking of keeping you right on the money. Okay, maybe it's both.